Then God said, "Let the earth put forth vegetation, plants yielding seed, and fruit trees of every kind on earth that bear fruit with a seed in it." And it was so. The earth brought forth vegetation, plants yielding seed of every kind, and trees of every kind bearing fruit with a seed in it. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the third day. Then God said, "Let us make humankind in our image, according to our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the wild animals of the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps upon the earth."
Human beings are entrusted by God to be stewards of all His creation, to cherish the earth's ecological diversity, beauty, and life-sustaining properties. This includes taking care of the plants that serve as food for mankind. We are bound to nourish these God-given resources for our survival.
Plants play a very vital role for all creatures on Earth, especially for human beings.
They absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen, which human beings and animals breathe. They regulate climatic conditions to ensure they are conducive to human life.
Plants also provide many products for human use, such as firewood, timber, fibers, pesticides, oils, medicines, rubber, and many more.
Plants also create habitats for wildlife and numerous organisms, like birds, insects, worms, small mammals, and reptiles.
Moreover, they are important for maintaining good soil conditions. Their roots and the microorganisms that live around them hold the soil together, reducing the likelihood of soil erosion. They could likewise be a source of insecticides and pesticides, which do not harm the soil.
Most especially, plants are great sources of food. These plants can give us nutrients that we need for our everyday activities.
All carbon in proteins, fats, and carbohydrates is derived from the photosynthesis in plants. Everything we eat, including the meat from the animals that feed on plants, is a result of plants using the energy in sunlight. Plant roots absorb minerals from the soil. When the plants are consumed, people get these minerals, which usually have great nutritional value and are important for life and metabolic processes that occur naturally in the body.
As per the United Nations statistical data in 2019, current estimates show that nearly 690 million people are hungry, or this is 8.9% of the world population. This number increases up to 10 million people in 1 year and by nearly 60 million in 5 years. Hence, nearly 1 in 10 people in the world were exposed to severe levels of food insecurity, and an estimated 2 billion people in the world did not have regular access to safe, nutritious, and sufficient food.
If recent trends continue, the number of people affected by hunger will surpass 840 million by 2030, or 9.8% of the global population.
Eradicating hunger and malnutrition is one of the greatest challenges of our time. Even with the natural resources, extreme hunger and malnutrition remain a huge barrier to the development in many countries.
This has been often as a direct consequence of environmental degradation, drought, and biodiversity loss, neglect of the importance of protecting biodiversity, especially the plants. Most countries said that the main driver for biodiversity loss was land conversion, as the forests were cut down for farm fields and meadows covered in concrete for cities, factories, and roads.
In response to this, the Food and Agriculture Organization warned about the deteriorating national support system around the world as farms, cities, and factories gobble up land and pump out chemicals.
As per the statement of Graciano da Silva, the Director General of Food and Agriculture Organization, agriculture was often to blame due to land use changes and unsustainable management practices such as over-exploitation of the soil and reliance on pesticides, herbicides, and other agrochemicals.
With the knowledge of how plant health affects hunger around the world, we must be aware that the hope to solve these issues in plant health lies in us. Now, the biggest challenge is how we synergize our efforts to alleviate suffering, improve food security and nutrition, and provide income and self-sustaining livelihoods and empower communities.
First, empowering individuals and families to improve personal food security by planting backyards and community food gardens. These two are feasible in urban places. Houses with small patios, yards, or balconies could use any kinds of containers such as old buckets, soda plastic bottles, or any pots that are conducive to gardening. Even transforming your roof into gardens by adding soil or gardening beds could greatly help feed not only your family but also the community. Backyards and community food gardens, container and rooftop gardening could drastically increase the family's access to fresh fruits and vegetables.
Supporting mobile farmers markets that are providing us fresh fruits and vegetables at an affordable prices. We believe that we must have equal access to healthy food. The health of the communities and the livelihood of the local farmers must go hand in hand.
Learning and participating in global seed share. 90% of seed varieties have been lost in the last 40 years due to the influx of synthetic seeds and rise in industrial farming practices around the world. Saving, growing, and sharing seeds is critical to ensure food security, especially in the face of a changing climate. There are several global seed sharing networks that farmers, gardeners, and even general public can participate in and learn about seed saving and plant growing tips.
The United Nations goal of zero hunger by the year 2030 boils down to keeping plants healthy. However, this is not a work of one. It needs collaborative worldwide effort.